Hey guys, how's it going? So, episode 2 of Project CBR. Going to do a few little things today. Going to change the brake and clutch levers because I've got some new fancy black ones which are adjustable. I'm going to drop the old oil out, put new oil in, change the oil filter, and if I've got time, change the air filter and the spark plugs as well. Not going to be able to fire it up today because the battery is dead and don't have any fuel. And if the other thing as well is I may change the rear sets because I've got a new set of rear sets to go on as well. So let's drop the oil out first. Right, hopefully you can see this plug right here. So this is on the left hand side of the bike. This plug here is the oil sump plug. Hopefully you can hear me. So we're going to remove that, drop the oil out into the pan and just let it drain. Oh yeah, there's the money shot. Alright, while that's draining, I'm going to change my levers over because it's a nice and simple job. Basically what you have is, hopefully you can see that, got this nut here, you unlock that, unscrew the screw, old one comes out, new one goes in, and reverse. On the clutch side you loosen the clutch cable a bit, and do the same basically. So let's get on with that one. Right, so screws out, this should just simply release as such. Now let's dig out the brake lever. First time, awesome. Look at that, nice. So simply slots in. That's not, that's the clutch lever. Oops. Let me just dig out the actual brake lever. Right, try that again. Brake lever. Simply slots in, like so. Screw through the hole. Through the hole. Through the hole. There we go. Screw it in. This is a bloody hard job, this one. Nut goes back on underneath. And then with your spanner, just make it tight, like so. Job's done. This one, nice and adjustable. I like shorties. Anyway, I'll do the same on the other side. Just one thing on the clutch side, because obviously you've got the clutch cable there. Should be able to turn the clutch round. It should just slip out like so, and then reverse that function on the new lever. Now we have it, the clutch lever, brake lever done. All I've got to do now is adjust the clutch cable. I probably need to get it's quite tight. Yeah, need to get a grips on that, I think. I'll go in and get some grips. Yeah. Oil is almost drained. I'll try and take the oil filter off now. Okay, looks like the oil is pretty much drained. I'm going to remove the oil filter now. I've already pre-loosened this, so I thought I'd have. So luckily this oil filter is actually an aftermarket one as well, because it's got a nut on it to help actually loosen. Nice. Usually they don't, and it's a right hassle. So it's going to leak a bit. Just let that drain. Didn't particularly want it to go over the headers, but there we go. So what I'm going to do, I will get the oil off my hands and put the new oil filter on. One moment. Right, new oil filter, Canon filter. It's got a protective cover on just to protect the gasket, so I will take that off. I'll try and put that on the other one. Yeah. So one thing I always do, one thing I've always been told to do is actually just dab a little bit of oil around the gasket. It just helps form a better seal. So let's do that. There we go. You can see this one's also got a nut on it to help actually tighten it up. On it goes. I'm just going to wipe my hands. So once that's on, we'll just nip it up with a 17mm spanner in this case. Doesn't need to be on super tight, so you don't want it falling off. But basically, once it makes contact with the engine, you want to give it about another quarter of a turn. That ain't going anywhere. So that's oil filter done, and oil dropped out. Let's put a sump plug back in, and then we'll fill it back up. Okay, sump plug back in. So we'll hand tighten it first. We've got a new crash washer on there. Usually these would be about 10 Newton meters or so. It's not a lot. It's about that. I could get a torque wrench out on here, but yeah, it's not needed. So we go, sump plug back in, oil done. Let's put some new oil in there. So we've got some new oil to go in there. It's about 4 litres worth, which I think is about what the bike takes. Got that on there. Start filling. Glop, 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 glop. You get the picture. It's oil going into an engine. Every so often, just check it with the dipstick. This engine doesn't have the plastic casing on to actually see how it's going, so you've got to actually use a dipstick, which is so I'll just continue with this. Right, there we go. New oil in there. That's okay, that's just where the oil came out in the first place. No leaks as far as I can tell. I would like to get it started, but I can't. I say battery's dead and there's no fuel. What do I do with the old oil? Do not tip it down the drain. It goes back in the bottle and then down the tip where they've got a proper place to actually dispose of it. Because I'm good like that. Right, so I was going to do the air filter as well while I'm at it, but I can't work out how to get the fuel tank off. So I need to go and read the book for that one, I think. I suppose I'll do the I suppose I'll put the new rear sets on, possibly. Yeah, let's have a look at that. I've got to see what time. Right, there we have an SES rear set. Looks pretty shiny compared to the rest of the bike. I can see it actually sits up a bit higher than the old one. The gear linkage is actually longer, so it's actually, you can sit it on there, so it's definitely a bit higher. So hopefully I might be able to get my knee down on this, or not. Get it started first. I'll do the other side. I think I'll call that it for the day. Left to do on here, I've got brake pads, front brake pads to do. So you've got to clove it, got to put a new air filter in, spark plugs, I'm still toying with the idea of braided brake lines, but that could come later on. Right, I've encountered a bit of an issue here. This is the rear brake cylinder, rear brake master cylinder, and there's the reservoir for the brake fluid. On the old pegs, if I can find them. This is the old brake pad. This is the rear brake. You know what I mean. This is the old rear set, which had the brake pedal on. It fitted down there, like so. And the master cylinder bolted into here, so it is more upright. On this new rear set, it's supposed to bolt across there. As you can see though, it's not, the pipe is not long enough, so I'm going to need to get longer pipe made up. Dolt. Alright, it's something, a little bit of a hitch, but shouldn't be too much of an issue to resolve. Alright, I think that really is it now. Thanks for watching guys, ride safe, see you later, bye.